So I just got back from watching Crazy Rich Asian, and I find it very, let's just say, a different side of the world, which we don't get to see much in Hollywood. And first things first, I haven't read the book, so this is strictly based on what I see. I don't know much about the information besides having Nick Young coming from billionaire family, and where the girl is a commoner, basically. Now, one thing that I noticed on the video, actually the film, sorry, I can't say video, is the film is I you could see that the acting and things like that wasn't really there, and as well, it is expected what it is. Like, I'm not going to have high expectation, but also one of the things that really pulled me off is when they use a lot of multicams, right, and the multi shots, and when they use multi shots, and what's the words coming out of the person's mouth is not literally sync or saying the same as what they're supposed to say. So, that part, bit really disappointed, but at the same time, they're not, half the cast are not professional or perhaps any film background. They spent $30 million budget, and today, 3rd of September or 2nd September, they reached to 130 million box office. That's really incredible, just for knowing, they have big names within the movies, but also half the cast are not experienced as well. So what I like about this film is it does relate it, especially those who's coming from, just newly, parents migrated and moved to the, overseas, America, Australia, or whatever, the Western world, and it's great for the second generation, and second or third generation to go through this, especially the second generation. It actually relates so much, especially the Chinese community and myself. It actually related like that, and in America they call second generation as 1.5 generation, and I did talk about 1.5 generation in my video a long time ago. The struggles that we have to go through, try to try what's the best culture, like it's your culture background or perhaps the country that you live and stayed in, and families who impose collectivism, traditional values, conservative values, and so it's up to us and what's our surrounding we submit to. And I think this film is very, very, even though they do it in the dating scene, like collectivism and individualism, and how it actually matters, and as well the thing of family background, socio-economic as well, is a major factor. So I really like that they take an account of individualism versus collectivism. And I guess this video is trying to promote marriage and family values as the very core of the core, putting family first, and as well, understanding the cultural background, as you can, if you can speak the language, and how the importance of passing down secrets of of the family, or things like that. One of the films that really caught my attention is trying to compare ABC to those who were born in their country, from China. ABC means Australia born Chinese or American born Chinese, alright? And those who brought up in the Western world and those who brought up in their origin has a completely different mindset, which is one is strongly related to family values, the other one is more value individualism, happiness. So you have them too, and and how they're trying to point out the strong base of marriage, and I think that is something that we lack of in the Hollywood film And I wish the ending wasn't like that. I wish the ending was just negative, because maybe, I don't know, like I said, I haven't read the book, and I guess everything is based on the book. So yeah, one of the most disappointing about this film is the beginning of the film. It's just very fast paced, and it doesn't draw that much connection throughout the entire story, especially in the beginning. So you got that, and as well, what can I say? And overall, I did enjoy watching this sort of film, and it actually like I guess this is coming from a billion dollar perspective, billionaires. So I just, Mr. Chow should have been in it, to be honest with you guys. Like, there's no much cameo for him. He tried to squeeze in like the funniest part, and there's this a playboy Asian man, I don't know what's his name, and he playing that's like Mr. Chow's part, and I'm just there. I'm like, some of the cast shouldn't be there, because it's kind of wasting the story plot line. Like, it's great to have Mr. Chow in it and everything, but I guess when people watch Mr. Chow, they see the different side of Mr. Chow, very restrained and controlled Mr. Chow. Yeah, I loved it. I love the way how the setup. It's a very different point of view, and especially from a Singaporean point of view as well. Now they have the thumbs up on making a sequel, which is gonna begin to shoot next 2 years, and the next title will be China Rich Girl, and this is more related back to the girl. And well, you know what? I'm not going to talk much about it, but all I can say, I don't watch movies or films anymore now, or go to cinemas. I try to watch those who are, like this sort of stories is great, whether it's real life or whether it's book. One of the things I like about this film is not PC. That's the main thing I like about it. Unlike a lot of Hollywood films nowadays, a lot of feminists and the PC culture sneak into it, and it kind of ruins the whole thing. But this film is just balanced. There's a lot of cringe, but it makes sense. Being collectivism, family, they do things that makes people cringe. So yeah, that's the video, and that's my thoughts. And I think this will open up the Asian market, but really disappointed that it's a Hollywood style. I wish they kind of introduced like a bit of like a Korean drama or something like that.